Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions on the new Covergirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation. And I got the shade 305, which is the lightest shade. And it is a whipped foundation. It's brand new from the drugstore. Maybe it's been out like 1 or 2 weeks. I just got my hands on it yesterday. So I thought I'd film a first impression. When I first heard about this, I heard about it on YouTube. And it reminded me of the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, the 24-hour. And I have a video on this. I absolutely love this stuff. And that's like, I don't think there's like a lot of whipped foundations on the market. And I really like this one, so I kind of have high expectations for this one. And I'm not one to really like CoverGirl products, but ever since they came out with the Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, I actually really like this stuff. So I'm hoping I get the same feelings for this foundation. So I don't have any makeup, anything on my face. I just got out of the shower, so I washed my face, but that was it. So first I'm going to be putting some primer, which is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer in 002. And we're going to put my hair back, get about this much, and just blend it on your face. I have a mirror right here. Now you don't have to wear primer. I just choose to wear primer because I tend to wear my foundation or like my makeup in general for very long amounts of time, like at least like 12 hours a day. So I'm not gonna put, so I just have primer. I'm not gonna put any like concealer on first. And so now we're gonna be putting on our foundation, and here's a look on it right here. It has like a little orange tint to it, so yeah. So I'm gonna just apply it with my finger first. It's not too thick or too thin. It blends pretty easily when I'm just applying it with my finger. Okay, and I'm gonna actually like blend it out with my damp beauty blender. Okay, so I applied my first layer. Just looking at it, it does look kind of cakey. I still have a lot of redness like right here in this area. You can still really see like your skin. It really matches well though. It doesn't really tell on the camera. Like my face looks lighter. Looks more white, sorry. My face looks more white on the camera, but in real life it's like, it's even. So personally, because I like more medium to full coverage foundations, I'm gonna put a second layer on it. I put the second layer on. You can still see a lot of redness like in this area. It still looks pretty cakey, honestly. I got a little bit more coverage, but you can still see my skin. But I don't like at the parts where it's really covered, it's very cakey. I don't know. It matches my skin tone well, which is good. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to put an under eye concealer on. And I'm going to do it just how I normally do my regular foundation. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Concealer in Fair. And the Maybelline Dream Touch Lumi Highlighting Concealer in Radiant. So first I'm going to take the Maybelline eraser. And we're going to just make a triangle. Fill it in. And then we're going to take the highlighting concealer and just put like a check mark kind of. And then I'm going to take the pointy end of my beauty blender and just blend it out. You don't have to put as much concealer on as I do. I just do that because I really have bad hyperpigmentation right under here, which is really what this foundation could not cover. And I always like to extra cover. That's why I make my concealer go down more. But yeah, like from far away, my neck and my face match each other, and even close up it does. So I'm very happy about that. I always set my foundation with powder no matter what. So I'm going to be setting it with the MAC MSF Natural. And it looks like this. And I'm in the shade Light, which is the lightest shade. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques powder brush, I think it is. And we're putting the concealer and powder on. The foundation looks a lot better. I think I definitely wouldn't wear this so far. I definitely wouldn't wear this without a powder. You definitely need to apply like extra concealer in your problem areas. Like I have a little pimple right here. I purposely didn't put concealer on just because I want to see how the foundation is going to react with it. But it's still like red, you know, so that's why I purposely did. I just only did my under eye circle concealer. The powder though helps, and it has a nice coverage. You do have to put a couple layers though. But yeah, that's like so far what I think of it. Packaging standpoint, it looks very small. At first I honestly thought it was like a concealer, and because it has 0.6 milliliters or 0.6 fluid ounces, and normally foundations have about 1 ounce, and I bought this at CVS and this was like $9 or $10, and you can get foundations from the drugstore for about the same price with more product. So gotta think about that. It's a little bit more expensive than normal foundations from the drugstore, especially for Covergirl. But yeah, I really do like how my face looks though. I'm gonna apply the rest of my face or makeup. I'm not gonna do a lot of face products. I'm probably just gonna throw on some blush, maybe a little bronzer, and that's it. Well, yeah, obviously. And some highlighter. I just want to, like, you know, finish up my face, especially since I am going out to work. But yeah, for the most part, I do like it so far. I would just definitely recommend using some powder and extra concealer. But I will come back in a couple hours. To check up on what I think of it. So far, it is exactly 12 o'clock. So I'll come back in like 4 hours, tell you how I think it is, and then at the end of the day. So I'm back for my midday like catch up of how I feel about this foundation. It's just about 4 o'clock. It's 3:53. I was just looking in the mirror and I'm really liking how this foundation looks. Now in the past 4 hours I've been running errands, been inside, outside, just whatever. And I'm really liking it. It's definitely not looking cakey. Ever since I put the powder over it, it really it fixed that problem. I didn't put any setting spray on it. I usually would apply Max Fix Plus as like a setting spray to lock my makeup in. I didn't do that actually today. I didn't put any kind of setting spray after the powder. That was it. So the lasting power is very good. It's very like full coverage. Like you could still kind of see your skin, but for the most part it's really full coverage. I'm really impressed. Like even some of my really hard freckles to cover up are being covered up from this foundation. So I'm really impressed so far, and I'll catch up with you guys at the end of the night right before I take it off and get my final thoughts. And so I just want to do my final thoughts on the foundation. It's like 9:30-ish. So I've been wearing it for like 9.5 hours. I tend to wear my foundation longer, but I put it on like later in the day than I normally do, so that's it. But my foundation still looks very like full coverage. It didn't like wear off or anything, and even like working a full shift at work, it's still really there. So it didn't smear, it didn't like wear off, it didn't like run down my face even though it was kind of hot. And yeah, so I think this is a really good foundation. It doesn't oxidize, which is a really big plus for me because that always happens to me with drugstore foundations usually. And so yeah, if you're gonna get this, I would suggest definitely wearing a powder over it. That way it doesn't look cakey, but other than that, it's a very good foundation. I totally recommend it. It's probably going to be in my June favorites because I'm actually excited to like use it again tomorrow. So I hope you guys like this. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments below if there's any other first impressions you want me to do. And I hope you guys like this. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!